All right. Welcome to the sideboard. My name's Eric, and tonight we've got another Subscriber Sunday. It is Sunday, and I've got a couple really good decks for you here, brought to you by the community. If you like these community decks and you like, this type of stuff in general, please, by all means, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to make sure that you know when these are coming out. It does look like we had a little bit of an issue tonight. I thought I had it set for 7 o'clock, but for some reason it was posting as 5, and then when I went back to try to change everything, it looked like it wanted to take the entire stream down, so I kind of just had to leave it. So that's kind of where we're at on that. Other than that, though, we have pretty much everything we need for the decks, so I'm going to kind of jump straight into the channel updates, and we'll kind of go from there. So let's go ahead and I'll pull up the decks that we're going to be running, and then we'll go from there. Need to update that. All right, so the first deck we actually have tonight. Actually, before we get into the decks, I need to go over channel updates. So a few things have happened in the last week, and I wanted to make sure all of you guys know about that. For one, we've got a Discord up, and I've got oh wow, I don't have the chat up for you guys. All right, we'll have to get up chat. Just got through cooking Christmas dinner, so I'm kind of running a little bit behind on a few things here, but we'll get everything up in just a moment. Let's see if I can get that stream or that chat up for you guys so you can see chat. Where's my chat pop out? Chat pop out. Where are you? There it is. All right, let's get that up for you guys. I think that'll do it. Might have to readjust size. We'll fix that. And bam. All right, so we've got chat now. Jeffrey, so yeah, at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, I'm actually in Arizona. Arizona doesn't switch time zones, so from time to time I've kind of got, like, everyone else's time zone switches and mine doesn't, and things like that. It gets confusing, but I'll try to make it work the best way I can, and we will be trying to solidify the schedule here over the next little while. But for now, the one thing I really wanted to make sure you guys knew about was we do have a Discord available. I put the link in the description box below, so if anyone wants to just join us on Discord, it'll be a way that we can actually talk while we're playing. Also, the entire show tonight, and I'll mention it, multiple times tonight. So if anyone is online during our Subscriber Sundays and you would like to join the Sideboardmtg clan so that you can do some deck testing, we even have one person online right now, Billy Mays. Billy Mays here, and he actually helped me do some deck testing for last night's deck before I actually posted it for you guys. So if anyone wants to get in on that, you can, and just let me know in chat what your online screen name is. I'll give you an invite. Unfortunately, the way Wizards works with this is you have to be online to get an invite, and only one person in the clan can actually give an invite. So I really was going to have like some kind of Christmas thing going on, but I think you guys are going to wake up in the morning to a little something. So we'll see where that goes, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas with that one. But anyway, I do have some scheduled content coming out for you guys tomorrow, but as it is going to be Christmas, I don't think we're going to be live streaming. I may get a wild hair and decide I'm going to live stream tomorrow night anyway. But I do have a Christmas deck going to be it's already uploaded. Everything's done. All it has to do is wait for the time for it to drop. So it's already set. Other than that, Merry Christmas, Jensen, Rich, Jeffrey, everyone, Merry Christmas. So let's jump straight into what's the first deck we're going to do here. We're actually doing the Wildfire deck first. Izzet Wildfire. Now this is a deck by one of our our favorite members here. Jeff. Oh, Jeff, this is your deck. Nilrim 54. So a lot of people were submitting the red decks, the red burn decks, and the one thing I really have to say about the red burn decks is, yeah, it was discovered a long time ago that you could put 20 lands and 40 lightning bolts in a deck and just murder someone. It was lightning bolt that put a 4-card restriction on everyone, so everyone knows that good burn decks work, and that's why we normally don't have a lot of 1-mana burn. But that being said, we've got a lot of options here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this preview for you guys here. This is not really an energy deck, but we do have the Aether Hubs in here. We can make a little bit of use of the energy, especially if we get a little extra of it and we don't have problems with our lands. Now this deck only has 21 lands, so I'm a little bit worried about it. But we do have 3 islands, and we have 4 Spire Bluff Canals for our other blue sources, and then everything else is a mountain or the Aether Hubs. So 1-drops, we've got Opt, Shock, Bomat Courier. Really good, just get in there early. Everybody likes Bomat Courier. I don't even think we have to explain Bomat Courier these days. Used to, everybody was like, Bomat Courier, what? And then red deck. Anyway, we've got, in the 2-drops, we've got Blood Rage Brawler. Blood Rage Brawler, this is a pretty good card here as far as just being really powerful on 2. It's hard to find a 4/3 for 2, and the card's really, really good. Unfortunately, Fatal Push doesn't care how big it gets, but Blood Rage Brawler, still a really good card. And then we've got 3 Lightning Strikes for the rest of our 2-drops. Then we hit the 3-drops and up. Now, this is the part that kind of scares me. As a 21 land deck, I'm a little bit worried about hitting this many 3-drops and up. Now, I'm not really worried about the 4-mana spells or the 5-mana spells here, as we'll be trying to get those off with Wildfire Eternal. But Lafnu Hellion and Open Fire, like these cards along with Enigma Drake, they kind of worry me a little bit about having so much of our curve being on 3. But that being said, I don't think we're going to have a lot of problem firing them off, and we've got a lot of good interaction with the cards if we do get to fire them off. Lafnu Hellion, just a card I really wanted to play with a lot here lately, and the card's really good. Can get in a couple times. They need to answer it. If they don't answer it, it's going to hit them for about 8 damage if it gets through. Unfortunately, though, the one thing I'm not really 100% on with Lafnu Hellion is the fact that Lafnu could easily be chump blocked, and then eventually he's just gone. But he does come down early enough that normally we can get through before the chump blockers get started. Also, Open Fire, just another good 3-mana. It's just a 3-mana Lightning Strike. We just need more copies of Lightning Strike in the deck to get done what we need, or to get what we need done. And then moving on into the 4-drops, though, we have Fateful Showdown. Now, let me read this card to you. This is an instant speed card. Fateful Showdown deals damage to target creature or player equal to the number of cards in your hand. Then you discard all the cards in your hand, then draw that many cards. So it will burn them for how many you currently have, then you will wheel your hand. That's not very bad, especially when you are about to hit them with something like an Enigma Drake. So, really good card there. Wildfire Eternal, another way that we can really get in. I have wanted to build around Fateful Showdown myself. I actually like the deck. I have yet to actually start playing with Wildfire Eternal, but when I seen that matter of fact, there was not a sideboard for this deck, so I put a sideboard together, and I did throw one of these in the side. So I hope you guys like that. Maybe we'll be able to get it off if we come up against something. We'll bring it in out of the side and go from there. I don't think the sideboards are going to be extremely relevant, as we do just play one game of each of these. And then let's take a look at. Do we have anything behind it? Nope. Hazard's Undying Fury. Now, here you shuffle your library, then exile the top 4 cards of your library. You may cast any number of non-land cards with converted mana cost 5 or less from among them without paying their mana cost. And then you get that lands don't untap during your next untap step clause. So that is the main deck here. Again, there was no sideboard posted, so I did throw together a sideboard. Let me drag that over out of the way. So for the sideboard, I just kind of grabbed a couple cards. It didn't really like put major tons of effort into building a sideboard, but you do know I like Trample, and I love it with Enigma Drake. Also, you know, against some of these other, you know, other cards, you know, Trample might be effective for us if we're trying to get in with an Enigma Drake or a Laugh New Hellion or something like that. So a couple Invigorated Rampage in the sideboard, 2 Flings because why not? Seems like it'd be fun. And other than that, we've got 4 Negates, the Overflowing Insight, which is, you know, 7 mana, ridiculous amounts of mana. If we don't actually cheat this out, then it's not coming out. So our other card here, Countervailing Winds. Countervailing Winds is just another counter spell, allows us to actually make some use out of the blue mana. I wanted another 3 mana spell that could actually really do some work when it comes to you know, us dumping all these cards in the graveyard. So that will kind of give us a little bit of an edge there of getting a little extra use out of those cards in our graveyard. And then the last couple things, I wanted a way to kind of bounce something, so I grabbed a Baral's Expertise. Also, this is a card that if we can cast it off the Eternal, that'll be a lot of fun for us because we can cast this, bounce some of their stuff, and then cast this, bounce some of their stuff, maybe even some of our own stuff, and then recast, or maybe even cast a Will of Fate, you know, or sorry, Fateful Showdown. So a little bit of option there. I just thought it kind of fit, and I was trying to look for some large instants and sorceries that we might be able to get away with. But I do get that for the most part, we're just either going to be slamming this Hazardous Fury or free Fateful Showdown. So that is the deck, and we'll jump straight into some gameplay here. So we'll go with the Izzet Wildfire. Nope. Alright, let's make sure that we're not in just starting out. I don't know why it keeps defaulting me there. You played against it today, Rich? Like a Wildfire Eternal deck, or like a blue-red Wildfire, or just a, you know, 11-0 burn? By the way, guys, mono red is my least favorite strategy in Standard or in Magic, period. I like and hate it. I think that the meta is never as good as it is when red deck is in the top tier of decks. Unfortunately, I hate that when red deck is in the top tier, it means that just anyone could pick up the deck and just destroy you with it. Red deck winning is something that happens. Oh, you played against a blue-red Enigma Drake. Okay, with burn. Gotcha. We may have a hard time getting some opponents tonight. I mean, it is Christmas night, you know. So if it does come down to the point where we just can't find anybody, we can't get anyone, I'll delay the stream, and then we'll just do it some other night. But you guys did win the 3 decks for the Subscriber Sunday, so I will be playing these decks at least some point this week. So we are definitely just waiting on an opponent right now, though. Let's see here. Hey, we got one. We won the dice roll. Let me get rid of this giant thing. We'll fix that really quick. And let's hit play. Okay, so a lot of land. With 5 land here, it really makes me think we're going to do nothing but draw cards. I hate to mulligan this knowing that, you know, we have a shock and a Drake, but we're not doing anything else on turn 2 or turn 1, so I'm going to mulligan it. I want something a little bit faster. This ain't exactly what I was looking for, but we've got 3 mana. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep this. So let's take this stop out of our upkeep. I'll just play a mountain and pass. Yes, I know I could just opt, but we already know what's up there, so I'm just going to take that. And next turn we'll just we'll play this and opt. Animation module. Okay. Alright, so we got our open fire. And we're just going to pass the turn here. I will be casting opt at end of turn. Really going to look for that blue land. So I'm actually thinking we start burning here. We need to get them before they can get their combo off, or we save this to kill Whirler as it enters. Let's see what he reveals here. Mono blue then, okay. We'll opt Lafnu Hellion. I'm gonna keep that Lafnu Hellion. That is a card we can play this turn, and we get a lightning strike. So he just takes it. Okay, then we're not. I mean, we will spend the energy, even though I could have kept it to make sure that I had the Aether Hub online. But right now the hand is blue, so any land will do. Ha ha ha! A rhyme for you. You gonna get in there? You're gonna chump with your little fella. Okay, so here we're at one of those spots where if we just cast, like, we could do 3 damage or we could do 4 damage. I think I'm gonna do 4 damage here, and we'll use the most of our mana here. So I'm gonna use the most expensive one because we can afford it. Like, he's reading open fire going, what? Yeah, open fire, and he just scoops it up. Well, our opponent said, sorry man, looking for innovation, not YouTube. Apparently he knows the deck. So we'll just go ahead and hit play again. Unfortunately, we didn't get to play here. And we got the same opponent, so I'm going to click host a new match, and if he joins, then it's on him. Alright, we got a different opponent. Alright, we won the dice roll too, and that's brutal right there. That is brutal. Ay, ay, ay. At least we can cast the op. We could dig. Start digging on turn 1. Hope that we can get a red land by turn 3. I'm going to keep it. We'll find out. So I'm thinking there's only one other land in the deck that would not produce red. So even if it was only an Aether Hub, we could play this on 3, swing for 3, and then have 2 more red left. So there's only 2 land left that couldn't help us. There's an Aether Hub. Alright, well, time to fire off this opt. I'm just going to fire it off now. Another hub? I'll actually keep the hub. And so if we go hub, Laugh New Hellion, yeah, I think we do this. I'm a little scared to keep the Laugh New, but I also don't want to spend 3 mana to kill Siren Storm Tamer. Well, if we just shock, like I'm looking for next turn getting Wildfire down. I'm not even going to pay the energy for this guy to keep him. I'm just going to shock, like to hit this here. And this play was actually all about kill that, gain enough energy to fix our mana. I mean, if he blocks, he blocks. Now we'll feel sad if we hit a red source off the top, but right now we don't have that, so I'm going to play into what I currently have. Dunes of the Dead. Like now we can just, we have plenty of energy. Sure, buddy. Which one you want to take? If this guy had haste, oh, he needs haste. Oh, cool. He took the one so that we can use the little one to get it. I like it. I thought you were... Oh, we got punished. Punished for not keeping the Hellion. Alright. Alright. Well, I am going to just play the red source. Keep the rest of my energy. We've got more Hellions in the deck. Not interested in shocking right now. I'm actually interested in shocking next turn, when hopefully we can make sure that he doesn't have a blocker. And then... What? Alright, well, the opponent said his client was messing up. He's just gonna quit. That was brutal. Aw, nobody wants to play with us. The limit on deck submissions, I mean, you can submit just about like whatever you want. I mean, I guess if somebody just started like spamming the Reddit, I would have to take some action, but as long as you're not just going crazy, you know, that the deck submissions aren't. Ragnar Lothbrok, we played him the other day. Actually, this is like Ragnar Lothbrok 8. I don't know if we played this one or not, but yeah, our Jank's about to get ahead of him here. People hate that. I don't know why. All right, well, we get the Brawler. Probably discard this Open Fire. Yeah, I'll just discard the open fire. How aggro are we trying to be, guys? Like, are we trying to be? This is the third time we've played this, and we're not like. And unfortunately, eventually, I'm gonna have to move on from the deck. So I'm gonna try to just be a burn deck here. So I'm gonna shock him on 1. I'm gonna brawler on 2. And we're gonna see if we can just do this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit shock. We get a discard card. Let's just get rid of this opt. It's the one card in our hand that we just currently cannot cast at all. We hit a land off the top next turn. We will be able to there's our land. I'm gonna get rid of this life link. Can't let him gain 4 life. Next turn we'll laugh New Hellion unless he's got a blocker. If he's got a blocker, we'll remove that too. Alright, well, we remove the blocker and hit him for 4. Shock off the top. Ooh, got an Adanto Vanguard. 100% gonna just keep crashing in here. So he's got to make some decisions. I mean, he puts that Adanto in front of something and blocks. If he wants to keep it alive, it's still going to hit him for 4. So, I mean, technically it'll only hit for 2 if he can throw that Bishop Soldier up there and gain a little bit of life. But he's going to... Wow. All right. I'll pay it. We're definitely going to... We're going to keep it alive. StarCraft. Okay. Well, all right. So, granted, there's only certain music I can't add, guys. I mean, like, not all music can be added. He needs to throw down a blocker here. We've got 8 on the board. All right. So he's gonna bind one of our creatures. He bound the Lafnu Hellion. That card was going to whatever. Okay. Let's see if we can pull something here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll draw that. And so now he gains 2 back. We'll see if he wants to, like, try to... Unfortunately, I've got to just hit him here. I can't let that attack. So now he has to block. Never mind. And sideboard. All right, that was vampires. Wow, the power of the little red deck when we finally got a chance to play it, right? That was pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, you guys can see the last plays right there, right? I tried to fix that where it was like readable, where you might be able to read and see what was going on. I don't know if you guys can read that or not, but I was trying to see if I could make it where you guys could at least like see, you know, the text, the action of the last thing. But anyway, vampires. Just because I want to. I've got no real justification here. I really don't. If we're gonna Wildfire, let's see if we can draw 7. Why, right? Why not? You know, you're probably 100% right. And if I'd have given it any more thought, there would have probably been something like a couple harsh mentors, maybe a rampaging, you know, a few rampaging Ferocidons. Man, this looks like a good hand. I like it when it comes out all pretty like that, you know? Oh no, it's a bad hand. It got the one mountain that the sun doesn't move on. It's like the Aurora Borealis. Unless it's in the southern hemisphere, Borealis. But alright, we're gonna keep. I'm sure that Rampaging Ferocidon, along with quite a few other good cards, could have made the cut, and my fault for not. Well, cool. Well, that's a lifelink creature, so we kill that. Looks like we're just going to be trying to kill, like, everything. I'm going to throw away this land. I'm just going to kind of hope we hit another one. This is a really good opening, you know. Yes, absolutely. In the description, there's a Discord. I just got it up, and you know, tonight's the first announcement of it. So it's broken. Just enters the battlefield, gives 4 life. What was it? Blink deck? Can we blink that? Well, unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to keep shocking things and. Now we should be able to shock a blocker if he throws down, really? Whatever. This card's not going to be that great for us right now. Okay. Well, he's on a 3-turn clock. But we don't have 3 turns. We've got one more swing with this. So he's on a 4-turn. What's up, Crew Fix? For everyone that like tried to show up to the 5 o'clock, that was definitely a bit of a mishap there. Really, am I going to have to Fateful Showdown an Angel of Invention? I am. I am going to have to Fateful Showdown an Angel. Whatever. Yeah, I did that. What? Chomp. Okay, well, we don't have the energy to save our guy here. We're still in the first one. No one wanted to play with us, so we just finally got to get into an actual game. So, no! Yes! Sorry. All the burn in the world. He's finally hellbent. Oh, he's hellbent. Would he have just been dead? Someone's going to go back and add this up and go, you know, if you'd have just pointed all of that at his face, he would have just been dead. He would have had a board full of creatures, but he would have been dead. Yes! Oh, no! Whatever. Maybe we'll get some way to cast it. I don't know. We'll see. A Legion's Landing. He gets a little vampire dude that can gain him life and stop 4 points of damage. Or not. So you just need a Blood Rage Brawler and as much burn as you can put in the deck. Okay? That's all you need. We top deck a burn, it's game. That ain't it. Well, he's going to get to gain a little bit of life here. I have got to keep pressuring him, though. I can't let him get to, you know, additional creatures or something like that. So, worry about initiate. So, we force him to have to block here. And this is kind of bad. Like, now we're in a real bad spot. Yes, this would have been a fervor, and we would have just been able to cast it right here. Alright, well, we are one blue source from drawing 7. I'm going to spend it. Hey, we'll put that on top of the library. Now, unfortunately, I can't pay for it. Because I am dead set on casting this spell. I want to draw 7 cards. Yeah, we're stalling out. But if we cast this, you know we're getting the burn. Oh god, we need some burn. He is closing the gap. Bomat Courier? Man, whatever. Come on! Come on, deck! Come on! Hey, Max! Sheffit Dunes, am I dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're dead. No! Alright. Alright, Ragnar. Okay, that was stupid. Let's get that thing out of here. Invigorating Rampage seems good, though. If we can keep a creature. I don't know. I like just having all the burn. Let's throw one fling in. Fling a Laugh New Hellion when we can't do anything else. William, thanks for subbing. I don't know what is going on with sub alerts. Like, something happened with YouTube and a lot of the companies that make apps and stuff for YouTube. Like, TubeBuddy is not working the way it used to. Streamlabs is, like, I only get notifications on, like, half of the people that subscribe, so a little bit weird there, but thank you for subscribing, though, William. I will go ahead and, well, yeah, what Max said. Welcome to the club, clan, whatchamacallit. Yeah, whatever it is, we just have fun, man. That's it. Don't make anyone else feel bad, and make sure you're having fun. So we get our Brawler. We got a Faithful Showdown. I think I'm going to discard the Faithful Showdown. Merry Christmas to you too, sir. Kevin, welcome to the stream. Let's see, who else? Anyone else slip in here on me that I didn't say hi to? I think there's... Oh, Juan's in here. Juan, you've been in here forever, and I didn't say anything to you. Doc at the very beginning, he's been here the whole time. Let's see. Oh, I need to play a land. Alright. That was bad. I totally missed a Bowman Courier there. That's chat for you. Either way, we know the deck is me. Oh, wow. Missed a Bowmat Courier and he hits with an authority, huh? Whatever. Alright. So, we will just Brawler. And unfortunately, now we'll just have to wait. I don't know if this card's good. By the time you get to 4, you're kind of out of mana. I'm gonna play the Bowmat so that eventually we can start drawing some cards off of it. And Oketra's Monument. Now that's gonna be bad for us. Yeah, the Oketra's Monument's definitely going to be a problem. Think I'm going to Showdown. Nope. Wow, that Inspiring Cleric. That card's good. And a Legion's Landing. So, what do we need to do here? There we go. They'll have to block that. I'm not playing this. I want it to be more cards for the Faithful Showdown. And I'm going to start crashing in here with this. If they want to, he wants to, you know, block here to trade, we'll do it. He doesn't seem to be very worried about it now, though. He's planning on flipping this and going, so. Plus, he's about to go wide on us. I do too. I hope I hit 900 subs here very soon. The community's definitely growing. Yeah, we don't even have a braid. I don't even think I put a braid in the sideboard. Like I said, I did not put a lot of thought into it. I was like, grab some negates, grab, you know, whatever else we need, and we'll just kind of go from there. But wow, yeah, we're in some major trouble. Although with all the power in this deck, the Pirate Clasm would probably be pretty good. 875, are we really? Hey, Kevin, thanks for subscribing. See, Kevin showed up. I don't know why anyone else's didn't. Oh, wow, alright, Enigma Drake. Maybe we can start getting in over top. Flying Vigilance Lifelink. So we'll swing, and he's going to block there. Okay. He's going to block here. Because I think that I can put this... Yeah, I think I can. Alright, I'm going to put this on the stack. Wait a minute. Yeah, we just allow this trigger to resolve. Okay, so we're gonna have 2. All right, I'm gonna put 2 here. Is it not gonna let me respond? Because I want to sack this with this on the stack. This is probably one of those situations where I needed to hold control, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yep. Should have held control. So if you want to have full control over something like that, you'd have to actually hold control. Heard it here first, guys. Sorry. You do have to maintain, like, you do have to hold priority when you do that. Which is silly, but whatever. We get 2 lands. Brutal. And didn't even get to kill the thing. Something that wouldn't happen in paper, because in paper you can just say, I'm going to hold priority, and I'm going to do it. But unfortunately, it just did not work here. What is he doing? I mean, we're in a very bad spot. Although we've got 3 coming in air. Dusk. Oh. And we just keep hitting land. So we tried to sequence that right, but it just didn't work, and kind of backfired on us. And we don't even have anything to cast here, so I think a deck would need to be built around this dude in such a way that you would want this dude to. Oh, I love some blasting cannons, Kevin. I like blasting cannons. Yeah, we're dead here. Come on, we're gonna need something real good. Like Pirate Plasm would be real good. Bowmat. Well, we'll see what's under the hood. Never mind. The authority is gonna make sure we can't. Well, all right. So let's go look at the deck. We'll see what's going on here. First off, the sideboard, scrap that. That is not a proper sideboard for the deck. Yeah, we didn't have a braid. I didn't have any type of board wipe. I didn't. If I would have given it a little more thought, I would have thought about it. You know, most of these creatures have 3 power. It would have been real easy for us to. Yeah, womp womp womp. Most of these creatures have a 3 power, so being able to stick a even Sweltering Sun. Sweltering Sun's will kill this, but it won't kill your Enigma Drake. It won't kill the Hellion. Won't kill Wildfire Eternal. So all of Sweltering Suns could be played. The other card would be the Cannonade. Fiery Cannonade, that would be able to be played. Like, you could play that in the sideboard to give you a couple extra cards. This card's trash in this deck. Total trash. I like the idea of Opt. I like being able to, you know, just cast spells real cheap. But from what I could tell, and when the deck seemed like it was just on fire, was when you had a piece of removal every turn. So honestly, if you want a 1 mana card, you put the Siren Storm Tamer right here. 1 mana Siren Storm Tamer, and now you have a pay 1 mana blue protect your dude. That or run Dive Down. Like, if I was going to have blue in for anything, it would be to protect one of the few creatures that we do have. So maybe Dive Down, maybe even something else along those lines. But I don't really know if Opt is the way to go. I do like having a 1 mana spell here, though. And that, like, so maybe if you give it a little bit more, you know, play and kind of, you know, looked at it a little bit more, you might, you know, discover which one of the really cheap cards could really fit into this slot. Wow, yeah, you know, you might even be able to slip in like a dual shot or something just to make sure you don't have those blockers. But the deck seemed to play extremely well when the blockers were out of the way. So other than that, I really like this deck, and I thought it was a lot of fun. So, you know, mad props there, Jeff. I enjoyed playing the deck, and hopefully here soon we'll actually play the mono red version of the 11-0 burn, and we'll see. It was close, but it seems like this version actually got a few more votes. So let's go take a look at our last one here. We've got Rishkar Pima Renegade. Alright, so we have a green-black Explorer deck here. Now, this deck is from Lee Butler. Lee, I hope your boys are watching, or your son's watching. Sorry about that. Your son's watching, and shout out to him. The 11-0 burn is a burn deck that someone posted on Reddit and said it was 11-0 deck. He definitely stomped me with it a few times. I met him here online. He joined the clan, and he ended up posting his deck. And he He stopped me with it over and over. So the deck is really, really good. Although, like, it doesn't have anything cute in it. Like, there's no, hey, here's some spice. No, it's a burn deck. It's mono red. It just points to your face and turns things sideways, or removes your blocker and gets straight through. So anyway, I do not want to talk bad about the guy's deck. It's just my personal opinion on red. It's just a boring deck. Yeah, like, that took no brain power at all to go, hey, look, my burn matches up with your blocker. My creature on the battlefield equals more than my burn. You don't have to, like, put a lot of thought into it. It's like, okay, what creates the most damage here? Do that. Not play around, not do anything else. It's what does the most damage? I'm going to do this. Can you stop me? And if they can't, then a red deck will just win. So, nothing to those people that play red deck. I mean, hey, some people just want to play like that, you know, and hey, look, I'm just going to do my thing, and if you can't stop me, I win. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And so if you're one of those people, then by all means. But we're going to jump on into Lee's deck here, and Lee's brought us this green-black Explorer deck. And I actually want to start right here. We're going to start this deck. Let me pull up the preview plane for you guys. There it is. We're going to start with Wild Growth Walker. I was actually really impressed with this card. Right, everybody's got their own favorite thing. So, I mean, if you're a red deck fan, hey, wear it out. I personally like Izzet, and then Grixis is probably my favorite, you know, 3 colors. But I've just always been kind of a tempo player, and Izzet seems to build tempo. Although being a tempo player, tempo players love to be able to throw an early creature, aka Delver, and then just stop everything that could block it and get in for 3 every turn. It's a really effective gameplay. So I like that type of play, but only when it's kind of where I want to be. It's probably Unsummon, guys. That's probably the 1 mana spell you want in that spot. Alright, or at least in the sideboard. So, Wild Growth Walker. Every time we explore, we're going to put a +1/+1 counter on Wild Growth Walker and gain 3 life. What? Gain 3 life? But red deck's the second best deck in the meta. I like it. I like it. Alright, so let's move right into the 1-drops here. We're going to start out with some Deadeye Trackers. Now, this guy... This is my least favorite card in the whole deck. This is it. If I was going to start making cuts, these 4 Deadeye Trackers would become 4 Bone Pickers instantly. And then one of these Walk the Planks would become the 4th Fatal Push. And I would run this deck back. Other than maybe changing 1 Lifecrafter's Bestiary into a Sanctum Sanctuary. But I think we got that in the sideboard anyway. So let's get into what Lee's son has for us here. This deck was actually created by Mr. Butler's son, and he wanted to post it. But at first glance, those are the things that I think, and then we'll play it and we'll kind of see where the power level of Deadeye Tracker actually lies in an Explorer deck. It might actually surprise us. So, Deadeye Tracker, we got a 4 of that, and we got a 3 of Fatal Push. Then we got 4 of Seeker Squire, 4 of Walk the Plank, 2 of Heroic Intervention, 4 of Merfolk Branchwalker, one of my favorites. I really like Merfolk Branchwalker. Wait a minute, it's not Merfolk Branch. Nope, sorry. Seeker Squire, the 1/2. That one's my favorite. Just because even if it fails, it can block Bomat Courier. Profitably block Bomat Courier. This one has to succeed. Now this is your more aggro Merfolk Branchwalker is your more aggro enter the battlefield Explorer Bear. For those of you that aren't used to the term bear, bear is a 2 mana 2/2 or a 2 mana 2 power. So 2 mana 2 power 2 toughness, you know, those are your bears. So this is a 2 mana bear like Seeker, but this one has the extra power on the front end. So if you do trigger with it and you get your +1 counter, you got a 3/2. So it's kind of like a Rogue Refiner on 2. That's not bad. And then Wild Growth Walker. This card's going to be absolutely insane if we actually get to play some cards. I'm really looking forward to being able to, you know, drop a wild growth walker and then like follow that up the next turn with like 2 explorers or something like that. And then we have Winding Constrictor. This card, you know, look at all the +1 synergies we have. Winding Constrictor is just going to be really, really good. What's up, Pyro? All right, so let's take a look at the other cards in the deck here. The deck kind of tops out at 2. We do have a few things above 2 here, and that is just simply Rishkar and the Lifecrafter's Bestiary. Bestiary? Like, I want to say it's a Bestiary, right? Like, but is it Bestiary? I think it's Bestiary. Like, it's spelled Bestiary, but whatever. I'm probably going to continue to call it Bestiary. But anyway, so we've got 4 Walking Ballistas as the final card in the 60 here. Now, when you're working in +1/+1 counters and things like that, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it hurt. We got so close, and then he come back, but it just kind of happened. Unfortunately, because we had spent so many games right there with that one deck trying to get an opponent and everything, I'd kind of had to just move past it. So, yeah, but so with the English language, and you have a double vowel, and when you have a double vowel at the end there, it will put more emphasis on the first vowel, giving you a B, like B. Like B-E-E, you know. So is it Bestiary or Bestiary? I guess it is Bestiary, but alright, here you go. Is it caramel or caramel? Alright, let's take a look at the sideboard here before I become too much of a nut. We do have our 4th Fatal Push, so that is laying around if we need it. A Bantu's Last Reckoning. 3 copies of Lost Legacy. Mr. Butler's boy does not want to lose to Approach. Alright. I like looking at a complete sideboard. You can tell this guy actually plays this deck because his sideboard is well tuned. He must have Approach, or he has a couple other things that Camel. It's Camel. It's Camel. Okay. All right. Lost Legacy, unless he's got some other things that he's wanting to, you know, kind of hit with those. I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of Approach or Control in his F&M. So, moving on down here, we've got a couple Appetite for the Unnatural, and then Crushing Canopy. What? What is this? I didn't even know about this card. 3 mana, instant speed, destroy your Glorybringer, or your Search for Azcanta, or your Cast Out, or Ixalan's Binding, or what? Yeah, okay, I can get behind that. 3 mana, not exactly where I want to be, but we're paying 3 mana to destroy an enchantment anyway. When it doubles up, being able to destroy that Glorybringer, I can get behind that. Yeah. Right? Alright, so then we'll move on into Gonti here. We got a couple copies of Gonti. You gotta love Gonti. Gonti is killer. So, you know, you gotta love some Gonti. Yes, like chat is actually looking at this going, it's best, but it also lists Bestiary. Well, that's because of the English language. When you look at how the English language is broken down, you've got a double vowel in the second syllable, so that will put more emphasis on the first vowel, making it a hard vowel. I am way too redneck to be talking about the English language. I'm done right now. We're done. We're going back to Crushing Canopy. We're back on the Crushing Canopy. I'm going to keep saying Bestiary, and we'll go with that. Alright, we're going to go back to the Crushing Canopy. I really like this card. I really, really like this card. But we've also got, you know, Driven to Despair, a little bit of Trample we've got in the sideboard here, so when we do go tall, you know, right, from dictionary.com, and, you know, Google also misquotes Aristotle as Vince Lombardi, quite consistently, actually. So, yeah, just... Sure, it's on a wiki somewhere. Anyway, never to return. Destroy target planeswalker or creature or planeswalker. It's that chi. It's that chi that trips me up more than the beast best. Like bestiary? Chi? I don't get the chi. Alright, anyway, we've got a couple copies here of Never Return. And that's it for the sideboard here. Never Return, I'm going to assume that Never Return is here because, Lee, you need to go buy the boy 2 Vraska's Contempts. Either he needs 2 Vraska's Contempts or he's got a particular reason for the return half of this card. Maybe he just really likes the fact that it's 3 mana. But either way, I think that this card should probably be Vraska's Contempt. And just at first glance, I think that, you know, that Fatal Push should probably pull into the sideboard here, become a Walk the Plank, and these Dead Eyes need to be a Bone Picker. Other than that, though, I really like this deck. So let's get into some games. Well, we got an opponent already. Adele game. Adela game? Chiary. I'm not saying Chiary, it's Bestiary. Like, I've never said Chi. If you guys hear my accent like that, I am so sorry. That's okay. I can't tell the difference when most of America says an F or an S. They somehow, I don't know how those 2 letters, you know. Alright, we are going to keep this because this looks like a killer little hand. We're going to get a good early start. It looks like we're against Temur, though. So we'll just go ahead and slam down this dude. And we'll pass the turn. Wow, really? No, I didn't even... Bestiary... So the T is becoming a... Bestiary? Bestiary. Best cherry? This is the best cherry ever! Well, I'm not going to swing in with this. I mean, I could if I... No, I would have to tap it. I'm actually just going to play the Wild Growth Walker. And pass. It really is an absurd word, right? I'm done with that word. Done. Yes, I will block with my 1/3. And you're no red mana. Yeah, I'll block with my 1/3. You got it. He got me. He got me, guys. He got me. Man. Alright, well. Let's throw down our Seeker and see if we can get him back. Do we get our +1/1 counter? Yeah, I'm putting that on top. Next turn I'll play Branch Walker and be able to... Oh yeah. I don't know, next turn we may actually want to start putting +1/1 counters on this. I don't know, we'll spin both of it to kill this cub. He must have an extra. Wow, Pummeler. Well, I hate to break his heart. Really hate to break that Pummeler's heart. We're going to shoot that thing. Yeah. Alright, so he's down to 1 energy. It's costing us bodies, but we're making it work. We're making it work. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go walk the plank here. Walking ballista here. Attack, and then I'm also gonna shoot. We're just gonna do it now. 1-for-1 on cards. He has beat us a little bit here on cards though. I might have played this horribly. I wasn't I thought we were coming up against Temur and I was trying to be quick, and then the electrostatic pummeler. It's not where I wanted to be. This ain't that bad. We're gonna leave that on top of the library, and then we're gonna pass the turn. So the reason I didn't attack there is because we know what's on top of the library, and now we can. Wow, he's trying to get that 4th mana. He got it. Okay, so we look at Hydra next turn. So we're just gonna scry, or we're going to exile. And we know that's there. Too bad it's only out of an opponent's graveyard. Well, I wanted to leave my mana open in case he was able to do something, but now we just want to... The sad part is he has to put something in his graveyard. If he doesn't put anything in his graveyard, then we're in a little bit of trouble. There we go. Alright, so now we got a card in his graveyard. That's what we were wanting. So now we can go Heroic Intervention here if we need to. Is he just going to show us the Hydra? He is going to show us the Hydra. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and explore here. And we get a land. That's not bad either. We'll just play our land. We'll play the Seeker Squire. We'll explore again. We get yet another land. He's got no cards in graveyard. Is it worth it to swing? I think not. I don't think we can actually swing yet. There's Snake in the deck. Did I not point out Snake? We just haven't hit it. That's all, Jay. Like, there's 4 snakes in the deck. So that's the reason I don't really like Tracker. Like, if the opponent's not really doing a lot, then Tracker's not going to really do a lot. So I'm really hoping he just gets in for some damage here. I mean, we get to put, let's see, what is this, 6 damage towards it, so I mean, I think he's going to have to, like, make the decision, do I want to, you know, like, make sure that a few things come with it, or, like, alright, so he just wants to kill the Tracker. Alright, so he's not even going to put up, let's put some stops in. Wow, okay, he just scoops. Man, I hate that. I hate that. Okay. Well, thank you, Max. I do try to make sure you guys can look at some nice, pretty lands from time to time. I have decided that Guru lands are maintained for whatever we think is Tier 1. It's the only time we're going to break out the Guru lands. So if you see Guru lands, it's because we are, yeah, he rage quit. Anyway, if you do see Guru lands, it's because I think that is a very competitive deck. So from now on, that's kind of going to be part of my criteria there. Man, this looks like a really sweet hand. So we've got 2 pieces of removal, we've got 2 good creatures, and we've got 3 land. We're going to keep this. And we get a way to protect our creature. I think we just play the Winding Constrictor on 2 and see where it goes. Alright, so we get censored on 2. Never mind. Alright. Okay. Well, we need this to hit. Yay. See, we got snakes. We got snakes on this train. Plane. Sorry, snakes on the plane, right? Yeah. Right, and I do. I think that Deadeye is really good in certain matchups. Like, he'll be monstrous in this. We'll just eat all the creatures out. It would be great. But against, you know, against decks that aren't that, then Deadeye's not just overwhelmingly amazing. Oh wow, this is good. We do want to land off the top, but we're gonna look for that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Branch Walker because I want to get aggro here. And what do we got? Oh yeah, I want that. I know it's not a land, but yeah, I want it. So, Snake definitely makes this stuff broken. Next turn we get to start putting in 6 points of damage per turn, which will put him on a 3-turn clock, so I'm not really going to be adding a lot more to the board right now against a white deck. We do have some dead cards in our hand here, though, so we do need to worry about that. Right, I just don't think that... I think it's a sideboard card. But then again, he may have his deck built for his meta, and his meta may be... yeah, just... Wow, no refurbish. Cool. Yeah, I was waiting on it. I just kind of expect it. I mean, although refurbishing when you don't actually have a creature in the graveyard is not really the greatest thing to do. Especially when... Up until I played that, he was probably putting me on Sultai, which has... I'm going to play this. And we're just going to get in for 6 here. He probably just played the chart, of course, because he knows he wants to, you know, bring back this Angel. So we'll probably see our refurbish right here. Like, I can see getting a creature in before you went ahead and refurbished it back, especially when you think you might be against some type of Soul Tide deck that might have something like a Hostage Taker or something like that. So, I can see him holding off a turn. It's okay, though. This Walk the Plank's going to be good. I mean, he's got 5 cards in hand. 2 Godfarrow's Gifts in the graveyard. Gets to flip a Search for Escanta next turn. I mean, he's doing alright. There it be. Alright, so he's got 1 creature in the grave. If he just makes a 6/6 out of this thing. Alright, so he's going to negate our last hit. For the record, sir, I wanted to cast a creature next turn, and now I can't. Now I gotta kill your Angel, and that just ain't right. Come on, give me a land. Give me a land. I'm gonna take it. I'm going to take it. Bye, Angel. I'm going to play the Seeker. We're going to try to get a little more aggro. No, we don't have the extra green. Not this turn. Our opponent played an Angel, and we couldn't actually get down with it. I was actually just wanting to get a little more aggro here. I want to keep this snake. I want to be able to just completely rebuild here in a moment. I mean, we're going to take another 4 from this minister right here. Oh, wow. Okay, he's just going to try to mill himself. I kind of figured he would let the minister come back again. 3 lands. Milled 3 lands. Well, ain't that sweet. It's not gonna matter, guys. Like, at this point, I want to put him on. He needs to produce blocker. Like, I want to put him on. Angel is his only way out. I cannot beat this in a long game. We have no way main board to beat this. I cannot get into a long game fight. That is the reason I didn't go for the second constrictor. Got to get in just as quick as possible and just kind of take it from there. Plus, if he does do stuff, I want to be able to follow up with a constrictor. Like, just oh, damn it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say that. Oh, no! Ah! Whatever. Whatever. Well, we lost this game. Yeah, you can't push a you can't push a 5 mana converted mana cost creature. Is he gonna get our bestiary? Bestiary? We can get our bestiary. No, he's gonna grab our winding constrictor. Is he afraid of more shenanigans? Yeah, we can't beat this. Yep. One of those things. Alright, we're at 10. Sure, we'll put that on top of the library. Alright, so we're going to go green, black. And, yep, I'm going to draw a card. Let's hope it's an untapped land. Nope. We can't win this fight. Our creatures they just do not match up to this. And attacking in is just what he wants. Like, we're out in the main board. We are out. Alright, so sideboard. Can't call it with Lost Legacy. We're going to bring in the Appetites. Man, he's got 4 of those. No, that's driven. Well, damage would make the opponent discard. Can't really do that. Walk the Plank's pretty good here. Deadeye is really good. I think the Bestiary is a little late. Bantu's looks like it's going to be good. I don't think I can afford to cut a walk the plank. I think I'm going to cut down a couple ballistas. We'll go that way. Oh God, Canopy does kill the angel. Oh no, I'm sorry. I forgot all about Canopy. I forgot it. I forgot. Wow, Canopy's good card, and I think if we take anything away from this entire thing is how has everyone forgotten about Canopy, or how have I? Definitely gonna keep this because we can play most of the hand, and we can play that too. So he's definitely going to want to find an answer to this. Maybe he's got a lot of Godpharaoh's gift at his shop, and that's why 4 of these main board might be a thing. So I'm not going to kill that this turn. I'm just going to play a Seeker. Let's put that on the bottom of the library, or in the graveyard. Yeah, in the graveyard. Are you guys on Discord right now? I'm gonna look down one day and it's like chat's just not doing anything, and I'm tuned into Discord and all of you'll be. Yeah, we're not swinging a 1-1 into a 2-1 or a 1-2. Let's see, where is my Discord? Again, anyone watching, if you guys want to join the Discord, you can. Thought you guys were in the Discord. Ain't nobody in the Discord. Alright, search for Azcanta. Yeah, I mean, if everyone at his local FNM is running a Godpharaoh's Gift deck, then, you know, this deck's actually really meaning it's that, so... I think he's going to have to do some type of surprise, come on, land? I'm putting that in the graveyard. We have got to find a land. Well, they're both, the links are both in the description. So, if you would like to become part of either one of those, Crispy, you sure can. You don't have to follow anything. It's just some stuff I put together for you guys. So, you know, if you guys want to put it together, then sure. No, chat's not doing anything. You say that you're in the Discord. Well, Rich, are you Billy Mays? Oh, it makes so much more sense that you were talking crap to me now. Alright, I got it. I get it. No! No! You don't get it! I'm gonna walk the plank, that Fairgrounds Warden. He has been scared to mill himself, guys, until he could deal with this. Ay, 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 ay. I can't believe he's been scared to mill himself. All right. We're gonna just use Rishkar here. And I do think I'll attack with everything. I mean, I could tap these two to just play the Branchwalker and add more to the battlefield, but we'll wait. Deadeye is legit. Well, against this deck, yeah, it is. It's actually really good. Like, the fact that he had to completely play around Deadeye, although he could have done it at end of turn right there, and he wasn't doing that either. So, I'm no longer giving the opponent the respect that he's doing all the right things. He's going to have to show me some reason he needed to save that energy. What do you got, opponents? What do you got? There's the God Pharaoh's gift. So now let's see, we walk the plank. If we walk the plank, then he just God Pharaoh's gift. Ah, that's bad. Alright, so we're not gonna walk the plank. We're going to play this, then we're going to play this, we're going to swing. Land? Or, I don't know. Yeah, there's land. He's going to cycle. We definitely have a lot of damage coming at him, so he's going to have to start like worrying about something, and if he doesn't have the refurbish, then he won't block here. Do you put the Fairgrounds Warden in front of it? He does not have refurbish. Ooh, alright. Alright. Well, I didn't want to walk the Warden because we didn't know if he was on, if he had refurbish or not. And if we did walk the Warden, then I mean, he could draw it here. Yeah, he could end up with it. But if, yeah, we're gonna know 100% without a doubt if he's got refurbish or not, because he just dropped an angel in the graveyard. He may have it. Yep, he does have it. That was an interesting play by him then, because our guy would have come in with Summoning Sickness, and yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Hey, okay, so here we kill Angel, swing with everything. So if we walked the Warden, we would have had Summoning Sickness. It's not a pay ability. You could not have avoided that. I could not have avoided that, because I would have had Summoning Sickness and I wouldn't have been able to tap it. This is sorcery speed. The only way I could have avoided it would have been the turn 3 when I played Rishkar to kill it, which he could have turned for the God Pharaoh's gift back, just grab back this, and then just take it back again, and therefore it wouldn't have done any good. So, no mana left to counter, like, yeah, I guess I clearly don't see something that you guys see. So he gets a Champion of Wits back. I don't know if I can get ahead of this. We're gonna try. Wait a minute. I should probably swing this turn. So I can make a 3/3 Ballista and then we can just start going nuts with it, but I think we actually want to just get into combat here. Luckily, with the bodies we have and the power he has, nothing lines up really well for him. He doesn't have a lot of good creatures. He does have this Champion of Wits we can't get rid of. He is going to elect to not take as much damage. So now we can start just adding power to the board here. Hey Kenny, welcome to the stream. Like, you guys have to go back and like look at that and see if maybe there was a point there where I could have avoided that. But I'm pretty sure that the only place I could have killed this would have just meant that he could have cast the turn 4 refurbish and brought it back and put that right back under it, and then I would have been left without a walk the plank, and then he would have had an angel swinging at me for, you know, a couple each turn. So I don't think they thought the entire mechanic that they slapped onto GPG, the Blue Hour, and the Scarab God, all of that mechanic is all exactly the same. They just cut and pasted it on the different bodies, and I don't think they thought that mechanic through at all. Maybe they did. Maybe that's why it copies a converted mana cost. Maybe it, you know, because it's copying an exact card and they're just modifying the power and toughness in the copy layer. But I don't really know how I feel about that card. By the way, this is why I don't have a punt counter. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Do I even swing? Alright, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, put 2 counters here, shoot this, shoot something else. And then that puts this in the graveyard for him to bring back next turn. I'm just going to pass. I know it seems bad, but we're going to do it. We need to get to 14 damage here. 14 damage. And we need to do it. So we're looking at really. Alright, well. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, put a +1/+1 counter. Chart a course. Canopy would be nice here, but honestly, just that walking ballista back to allow us to stack this thing up in about 4 turns would be really nice too. Like, we could just kill him real quick here if we could get a walking ballista. Heaven forbid if we top deck another walking ballista off the top. He just threw away another angel. Can't beat that, guys. This is, I mean, you guys ever heard of a chroma? Yeah, we're done. We are done. Our hope there was to be able to to be able to shoot it down, would have been able to put, let's see, another 2, 3, we'd have been able to put another 4 counters on it minimum, which would have put us at 8. Yeah, if he hadn't got this, we might have been in a little bit better shape, but now we're not, so. Alright, well, we can't even swing in because it'll just gain him a ton of life. He's in the air, we're dead on crackback. Yeah. Yeah. I can see how Deadeye is good, but I definitely think that Deadeye is the weakest card in the deck. I also think that while Energy's around, that this mechanic is just not going to go anywhere. The Explorer mechanic. Hopefully, we'll get something out of Rivals to really, you know, pick up the power on it. I like the cards, but it just feels like too much of a gamble. I've been looking at the Explorer mechanic, trying to find some way that you can kind of sweeten the land pot while also sweeten, you know, the creatures that you're throwing into the graveyard and things like that. Like trying to find some type of Sultai Reanimator that could really use the Explorer mechanic. And I think the best deck that I have seen so far that uses the Seeker's Squire and the Merfolk Branchwalkers is the Sultai Godpharaoh's Gift deck. It actually works really good because it can get some benefit out off of your Explorer, throw things in the graveyard. You can get some benefit from drawing the lands. But that's kind of where I'm at on the green-black. You know, but Rich, nobody plays Solemnity. Like, nobody plays Solemnity. And Solemnity doesn't destroy it, it just doesn't give you the +1/1 counter. So if you had some ways to throw some things in the graveyard and get some usage out of it, Solemnity wouldn't actually shut down the Explorer, it would just shut down the +1/1 counter on it. But I definitely think that the deck is definitely something. So I mean, they would still get the Explorer mechanic, but Richard's like, yes, they do. I play Solemnity, guys. It's there. I'm playing it, therefore it's out there. You guys might run into it. You're right. Some people play Solemnity. Some people play Solemnity. Some people play each and every card in Magic. I don't know, but I personally don't think Solemnity is good again in Standard. So, yeah, Solemnity could shut this deck down, but this deck may also just destroy your Solemnity, if it knew to do so. Assuming, I don't know. I'm not really gonna get that far into Solemnity as such a hypothetical, but that was our second deck. You guys are gonna have to. You guys are going to have to excuse me for about a 2-minute break here. I definitely need to go get something to wet my whistle. I've been talking for a little over an hour straight here and my mouth's dry. So give me just one moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to refill the coffee cup. Take about 2 to 3 minutes and we'll jump right into the last deck. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and pull this one up for you. This is Temur Power Girl. It is a Temur deck, but don't get too wrapped up on the Attune and Blossoming Defense part of it. Yeah, it's got Servant of the Conduit and Rogue Refiners in it. But from there, the deck gets spicy. And when I say spicy, I mean real spicy. So remember, there's Attunes, there's 21 lands, and 3 Blossoming Defense off the screen. I'm going to go grab those. Oh, whatever, with less punts. Okay. Alright. I'm going to go grab that coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Let's see here. So, have you guys had a chance to look at the deck? You like what you see? I'm gonna kind of go over it here real quick here. It does have a few deserts in it, so the land base could probably use a little bit of work. And the main reason I say that is because I just see a lot of basics, but you know, who knows? That may be just exactly what we need. Everything may come in perfectly smooth. I don't know, but it definitely looks like there's a little bit of work that we could do to the land base. We'll see. I do like the fact that, you know, it's got the 4 forest. 4 forest seems to be pretty synonymous with attune with ether, so we'll go from there. And fortunately, my Keurig was off, and I'm gonna have to go with soda. So no coffee for me. So we'll see how this game goes. All right, yes, turn 3 Saheeli into a turn 4 Regisaur Alpha, copy Regisaur Alpha. Seems like it might be a little bit of fun, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we get to Cascade, kind of. It's not really Cascade, but whenever you cast your first spell each turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card with converted mana cost less than or equal to that spell, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. So free spells here. Definitely gotta love that. Yeah, I think Ryan would like this deck. He's a big fan of Regisaur Alpha. If you guys like Regisaur Alpha, then you guys are gonna love waking up in the morning. That's your last hint. I'm a bad dad. I always give away the hints. You know, my kid's always gonna know what Christmas is giving, what he's gonna get for Christmas. Anyway, so we've got Tishana, Voice of Thunder here. Now, Tishana is actually a really, really cool card, especially when we're running cards like the Locust God. So, you know, if we can, you know, get this guy down early, we can draw some cards. Even if we copy a Tishana with something like a Saheeli Ra, we can just let the token die and like just pick that we want to keep the actual card, and we'll get that enter the battlefield trigger off of it. So, you know, that part is really, really good. The no maximum hand size thing, I don't know if we'll actually get there, but I'm really excited to run this deck and kind of curious to see where things go. I do like the Vizier of Many Faces in here. We've got a one of Ronus. We've got some Rishkars. We've got a couple different ways to get some ramp. A little bit of extra, you know, survival in the beginning. A little extra, you know, body here can produce a little energy, that sort of thing. So definitely like it. Possibly this card would be better served as another piece of removal or something like that, but we'll see how it goes. So let's take a look at the sideboard before we get much deeper into this. We've got a couple Sentinel Totems here, really cheap way to deal with the graveyard. Shaper's Sanctuary, love this card. This card is so good versus Temur Energy. Just giving you those cards back. I mean, they have to deal with your stuff. So then we have a Braid. Braid, just one of those cards you have to have right now if you're running red. I don't know why I didn't put it in that little sideboard I built earlier. Heroic Intervention here, 3 of. He really likes the Heroic Interventions. I think we're supposed to play this deck a little bit slow. So another reason I definitely wanted to keep it at the end here. Appetite for the Unnatural and 2 Whirlers. If we need to go wide, if we need to make some more bodies, use that energy a little bit here, we can jump in with that Whirler, do that. It's really good against red deck, throwing out blockers and things like that. If we can stall enough to get down a Locust God, you know, against something like red deck, then we can produce enough blockers at that point that we're probably not that worried. And then the last card in the sideboard here, 2 copies of Confiscation Coup. The card's really, really good against a lot of different decks. So, you know, you can steal Scarab Gods, you can steal Glory Bringers, well, anything. So, that is the deck. Looks like a ton of fun. I personally am working on a Tishana deck for this coming week's Jank, and the more I've played with the deck, trying to, you know, get ready for this week's Jank deck, I keep wanting to throw Sunbird's Sunbird's Invocation into the deck. So I'm trying to go Bant, but I don't know if we're going to be able to go Bant or not. I keep wanting to just splash red in the deck. We won the dice roll again. We've got servants. We've got a good ramp here. I'm just going to throw down the Aether Hub. The reason I'm throwing down the Aether Hub is because I want to leave open the option of drawing a untapped green source on 2, so that if it wasn't untapped, since we're going to gain the energy and this is not black, might be black now. It is black now. And push. No, just a mimic. Well, wouldn't mind a harness lightning off the top. Wouldn't mind that off the top either. I'm going to play this tap land and a rogue refiner. Blossoming D, okay. I don't know what we're... pirates, okay. Grixis Pirates. Well, Bant's got green, so I mean we're definitely can stay on the servant. What? What is this? Okay. Well, I'm gonna play a land and Rishkar. The reason I'm playing land Rishkar here is because I want to kill her. Or at least make her way too weak to start copying stuff. Nope. Attack everything at her. Perfect. Okay. I will not be out Saheeli. No. No, I refuse. He's definitely on the point where he needs to play a pretty decent pirate right here. Yeah, it definitely. I'm agreeing with you, Jansen. Oh, I did not say this deck came from Unlaundered Winch. So thank you, Unlaundered Winch, for submitting the deck. It got a lot of votes, and this deck was actually tied with a few other decks for which deck was going to make the third deck tonight. So you know, those other decks are not out of the running by any means. Okay. So this says, whenever it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards at random if they share a type. He discarded Hostage Taker, Dragon Skull Summit. Ouch. Ain't that cool? So we'll go green. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. Reggie! Come on, Reggie, get in here. So Reggie is going to get at this dude. This is going to get at Saheeli. And this is also going to get at Saheeli. So he can block here to save himself life. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured he was going to do. Good. Alright. But I didn't want him to also just block there to be able to save Saheeli, so I wanted to make sure that she was dead either way. And the only way I thought that I could save Rishkar was to be able to send something that was a profitable block for him. So that's why we sent a profitable block. Grixis Pirate reanimated. Okay. So you think he can... Hey, look, a dead card until we get something else in our graveyard. Does he have Mama? He does not have Mama. Well, that's not great for us. Harness Lightning, come on. No! Alright, well, whatever. Okay, well... I'll take it. And then we'll just pass the turn here with the Servant of the Conduit up. Chandra. Take down Chandra on my hostage taker? What? He did it! Scoop? Alright. Okay, wow, you think he was trying to get to GPG? So you think it's a Grixis GPG deck? Alright, Kenny. I'm gonna trust you here and say that if it's a Grixis GPG deck, then I want Sentinel Totem, right? So what don't I want? Shielded Thief? What else do I want? It's Grixis. We're gonna go with the coup. I'm gonna drop Ronus. Ronus might have been a bad idea to drop, but yeah. I'll take your word for it, Kenny. Because it looked like a really weird Pirates deck, so I don't know how to call it. We don't have a lot of creatures. I'll keep, though. I mean, we've got other things. So we're just going to play the Botanical Sanctum and pass the turn. I want to build a Grixis, whatever that pirate is that takes your stuff, and then I want to build a way to sack things. Alright, we still don't have a card worth casting next turn. I'm not really interested in just... I don't know, he doesn't have colored mana. So I am going to run it out. I mean, he may be stuck with a bunch of kill spells, and... I mean, maybe he's got burn. Captain Lanneray Storm. Is the captain going to make it happen? He did not swing with the captain. So we've got a couple options here. I like the first one here where we just play Rishkar and pass. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, this is pretty good. So now if he goes to swing, we can tap this Blossoming D. I think it might take me, no, I'm going to kill that. So now he has to sack the treasure. He sacked it for a black. So I'm actually going to try to move on into damage to see if, yeah, there we go. Alright, he did not fatal push. So I'm okay with making the trade. We'll just hang on to this. He got a Deadeye. Okay, how do we make the most use of our mana here? We can go... Yeah, I mean, we could just take something. Man, I kind of wish I would have saved him now, because we would have just been able to cast this. Alright, so I'm just gonna... I'm gonna play this for one. Yeah, we'll keep that. I'm going to attempt to attack. And we're just going to pass the turn. Here we do get to leave up the Blossoming Defense. Next turn we will get the Locust God as well. So that's not very bad. So let's go ahead and see if we can slip this thing down. Does it resolve? Or do you have the pirate counter? He probably has the pirate counter. What is it? I forget what it's called, but it's like a great mana leak is what it is. Wow, okay, he's just gonna sack that. I'm gonna get an actual forest. That's not horrible. Like, that's not bad for us at all. What has he got? Chandra. Wow, I mean, if he hadn't sacked the land to give us the green. I'm sorry. That's 2 games in a row. Forget your Chandra tick down. Everybody, and it's my fault. We weren't playing in constructed queues, and we played jank, and there's a lot of spikes out there that when they're tier 1 or their good deck just doesn't work against cards that aren't supposed to get played, like Solemnity. I honestly, Rich, I've got nothing against Solemnity. I just I don't personally like the card. But then again, I don't actually play a lot of white magic either, so I'm just, that's just a personal thing for me. So anyway, we didn't get to see Tashana, our Temur Power Girl, because the deck looks like it's pretty broken in a few different ways. We learned back when the Saheeli Cat combo was around, when the what was it, Aetherworks Marvel was around, that the energy package, the Saheeli package, the energy package can definitely support quite a few different decks. So it was good to see someone else playing around in Temur. I mean, we know that the package is strong enough to support a bunch of decks, so I like playing it. The deck was a lot of fun. We got to do, you know, some Servant of the Conduit, Rogue Refiner shenanigans, and things like that. Definitely think that this deck might need another piece of removal. Like, let's go with that 4th Harness Lightning. Maybe drop one of these Shielded Aether Thieves or something like that. Shielded Aether Thief just really feels like a sideboard card. But other than that, the deck seems really good. I kind of liked it. If anything, I think the Shielded Aether Thief should be in the side, and let's bring in some like mainboard Whirler Virtuosos and stuff. And you probably have just a really fun competitive energy deck. We know the energy shell itself can kill people without even hitting any of the top end, like throw-ins, like Glorybringer and stuff like that. One match isn't enough. Alright, I'll play it one more. It's Christmas, guys. It's good that you guys want to watch me keep playing, though. I'll play one more here. We'll see what happens. But as far as the deck itself goes, I like the deck. Jansen, is this yours? Are you the... Have I played 2 of your decks in a row, Jansen? I've played 2 of Merlin's too. Well, Jeff. Alright, well, Lee was the new guy this week. Guys, we need more people, you know, voting. Or, you know, we got brewers like Jansen here is gonna put up a killer deck for us every week if you don't. I got nothing wrong with it, though. I've had a lot of fun playing your decks, Jansen. Temur Power Girl. Well, it's definitely, are you Tashana? Is that what it is? Alright, gotcha. So Tashana is the Power Girl, right? Alright. Okay, what do we have? A really bad hand that's going to be a really good hand. I'm going to keep it. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were Rishkar. I was like, Rishkar's a girl? Oh, and then I forgot the Rishma. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of pain here. And I'm going to grab a blue. An island. I'm not grabbing a blue. I'm grabbing an island. I know some of you guys hate that. That's right, Nightbot. If everyone's enjoying the show, don't forget to hit that subscribe. Be definitely happy to have most of you, like everyone is part of the community. The more, you know, decks we have submitted and things like that, the better off we'll be. I think we can just go ahead and play into this burn spell, or do we just tune and pass? Let's make him have to burn it. I mean, we can always just grab the attune next turn. Honestly, the Shielded Aether Thief would have probably been real good right there. Well, you don't have to have the decks built. Yeah, guys, thank you, Mark. I have tried to tell you guys that, like, I am not advertising for Manatraders. I am endorsing Manatraders. Guys, there's no point in creating an electronic collection. I know Wizards probably hates me for this, but I'm telling you, there's no point in creating an electronic collection. Just for the price of one Scarab God, you can pay for the whole month and then play any and every deck you could possibly want to play. At least he didn't kill it. We're going to get to untap with this, which means we can Rogue Refiner and Blossoming Defense. Or we can attune. Just depends on what we draw. We may have to attune. Yep, we're going to attune. Forest. I'm going to play the forest. And then I'm going to play the Rogue Refiner. And Reggie. Oh, Reggie Alpha himself. If we don't take too much damage here, I think we're about to get ahead of this little red deck. I don't know that 100%, but he's still got 5 cards in hand, so he's going to need to throw some stuff down. Like, okay, so it's not On-Crop Crasher here. We're looking pretty good. Right, like, I will say this. I do get some benefit out of you guys signing up from the link in my description. So if you guys want to sign up for, you know, Manatraders or something like that, use the link in my description. I get 1 ticket for everybody that signs up per month for every card that you, it will. Shielded Aether Thief will be really strong, but per month you sign up for Manatraders, I'll get a ticket a month for that. Yeah, that's not a whole lot, but I think right now we're looking at like, I think we got like 6 people that have signed up under my link. So, you know, it's not a whole lot, but hey, that's half a league a month. So if we get a couple extra, hey, that'd be great. So if you guys do want to sign up for Manatraders and you heard it from me, just sign up using the link in my description box. Definitely help me out. So I appreciate that. Okay, so what do we do here? Do we go for blocks? Do we go for Regisaur Alpha? Do we go for, like, I don't know, Reggie seems like he would be good for blocking. Yeah, let's throw down Reggie. We don't have to swing with the little dino. If Reggie can buy us enough time here to get down the Locust God, we'll be doing all right. But we still do need to draw 1 more land. At least with the Servant down right now, the Servant's not the big threat. He's going to have to deal with other things, so the Servant should be able to live. I still haven't gotten mine. I signed my NDA, and I still haven't gotten the actual invite. Single block standard. Yeah, well, hopefully it at least plays smooth. Seems a little too much like... Oh, alright, so he's going to kill whatever we... Okay, so let's move to blocks. Is he going to trade 2 cards? So he's going to burn something and then trade off the Bomat? Well, I'm going to block here and here. I'll take the 2. So, shock me and your dude gets to live, buddy. That's how you do this. Shock that, Shock it right here. Shock it real good. Just shock it. He ain't gonna shock it. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Next afternoon, I have my client down. And let's see. Well, I think I'm there. I think I'm to the point where I'm going to have to send them an email. He's going to lightning strike it. He wants to keep the... Wow. Wow. That's some serious business. Well, this was going to live anyway. Like, this was getting through anyway, but whatever. We still only take 2 damage. And if we top deck a land, we get down a Locust God? Wrong land. Okay, well, we'll go get us another one. Hey, what do we want? Do we have any double red in this deck? Got some double blue. We already got double blue. We don't really need that much red, do we? I guess we could use another. Let's just grab another one. So now we get to play Shielded Aether Thief and Blossoming Defense, which I think we have to do. This might work just perfect because we're going to be able to play the Shielded Aether Thief. If it lives, we'll pay the 3 energy and draw a card after the Locust God hits. So we will see. He's got 1 card in hand. I'm gonna play the Aether Thief. And the Aether Thief's gonna jump in front of the Soulscar Mage, and the Servant is gonna get in front of the Bomat Courier to force that issue. So we'll get here and here. So he should try to sack this, and we'll see where that goes. I am going to be taking a minimum of 2. We're definitely getting down to the point where this is going to get a little bit scary. He's got 3 cards in hand. I'm gonna do it. Perfect. Now he needs to burn something for the trade. He did not. Okay, no burn. He drew a couple creatures. So here we go. The Locust God. We're just going to pass here. Nope, actually I'm getting in for 2. We have 2 blockers. One of them is very expendable. Yeah, this is going to be decent here, guys. I actually, like, a lot of people are talking about dual shot lately versus red. Like, red does have a lot of 1 power things that are just, you know, really good. Another Bomat. Wow, so he drew Bomats. I'm going to draw a card. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have blocked with this to gain extra energy. Nah, that wasn't a mistake. I wanted a card. It's not a mistake to draw a card right there. 1 energy or a card. I'll take the card. Blazing Salvo. I don't even know what that is, Kenny. There's like some volley card that does like 1 damage to everything. It's not bad. So we block. I mean, we're in a really dangerous spot here. A 3-mana instant that deals 2 damage to all non-pirates. Okay, so Fiery Cannonade and Soulscar Mage are a combo. So he sacked one of them. He did not, however, sack the other one. Wow. Alright. So we can just play Rishkar here. Rishkar is going to do this and this. And now we're 100% in burn range. So need to close the gap. We're going to go 5 here. We should be able to finish him in 3 turns if he doesn't burn us. So we're trying to avoid a burn for the next couple turns. If he's got it right here, we're just dead. And we're dead. Alright, so we'll get into the sideboard. Oh, red deck, red deck, red deck. This is good against red deck. This is good against red deck. Unfortunately, against red deck, I got to take out some of this huge stuff. And what else do we back off on? Rishkar, Ronus. Kind of like Shapers. Let's go another Rishkar down. Alright, we're going to run it like that. Life goes on against red? I don't know. 1 green mana, 4 or 8 life. Oh, that card. 1 mana, gain 8 or gain 4. I'm gonna keep. We're gonna try to play with this card this time. I definitely did, man. Stream is so far behind me. He mulliganed to 5? Okay. Mulligans to 5. He keeps his hand. You guys see that? Wow. Stream is so far behind me. I think we're going to go Botanical Sanctum, Attune. And then we'll grab... We don't need green. We don't really need red either. We got double blue. I guess we just grab another forest. Might need to play something and have a Blossoming D open. He wanted Bomat? What did I say? Jeffrey, we're on the last one right now. We played the green-black deck. We played your deck. Your deck was first, and we're coming up on the end of the stream here shortly. I mean, I'm gonna play this. We'll go over you know, some breakdown and stuff, but yeah, I've already played a couple. Rich, I don't know what you're talking about here. He wanted Bomat. I don't know. I think you guys are like way behind me. I don't know what's up with the stream. Let me pull that up and see what's going on here. Yeah, it says the health is yellow. I don't know what is going on with that. Alright, so the captain is trying to make it happen. Yeah. Alright, so he's just gonna hit us. See if I can get over to my dashboard, on my live dashboard, and see if I can find out what is going on with why the stream health is a little bit behind here. Alright, so wow, just another one right off the top. Servant? Okay, well, now he like just tries to remove this and then swings at us anyway. Oh, why he mulliganed. Understood. Like, was mulligan down the bow map. It performed pretty well. I like the deck. I definitely think Bone Picker's needed. I think the deck needs Bone Picker, but that's really a meta call. Like, whatever your son's, or sorry, I'm thinking about Lee's deck. You're talking about the red-blue deck, right, Jeff? That deck, it was good. It was mad fast, but in all reality, I don't know if it even needs the blue. It may just want the red. Alright, so what do we do here? I think I'd just play this thing. We'll just see what happens from here. He's got to read it. He's like, what? What is that? Rashma. I wish that, like, I could have played this when I had, like, 7 mana, so I could have, like, played it and then done something with it, but unfortunately, no. It did not work that way for me. Alright, I don't think we attack. I think we just leave this back for blocks. Then we need to get control of the game, and then once we gain control of the game, we can start attacking. But that's also a good way to lose to red. Against red deck, you normally just want to get the game finished. So maybe I will start pushing pressure on him to make him have to push pressure back. I mean, I'd hate to lose her, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, we're still streaming at 720p. That's the best they'll let me stream at. It says we're streaming at a 16:9, which is not optimal. I'll see if I can get that fixed for next stream, guys. I don't like that being. I don't like you guys being so far behind me that I can't actually like read the chat. It's horrible. That is horrible. What? He's no swing. He no a swing. Okay, well, I'm gonna play a Sahili. A Sahili. This is my first card that's cast this turn. We're actually gonna get to trigger this thing. I can't believe we triggered it. That's cool. Well, we got to put that in our hand because we couldn't afford to do anything with it. I'm gonna make a creature that's a copy of this, and I'm gonna take another life for it entering the battlefield. And I'm gonna swing 6 at this dude and see if I can get him to spin. Oh, he's just gonna redirect. Okay. I didn't even know that worked that way. That's my bad for not thinking about it. But that's okay. Because we're still on that, hey, we're gonna kill them plan. Definitely. We're 100% on that, hey, we're gonna kill them plan. That's why we're swinging for a major portion of their life total right now. Sure. Because we put him to... I don't know. If we go servant right now... Yeah. We go servant now. Oh wait, I'm in end step. I'm sorry. I was thinking we were in our second main. That's still not that bad. We've got him at 9. If he swings out, so if he goes hazard swing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we win. Game. Woohoo! Yay! We did it. Just depends on how he swings. He swings out. He's dead. Dead. Yay. We'll do it this way. We're gonna go Aether Hub. Gain an energy. We're gonna go a Vizier of many faces. The faces of many. And we get to cast a 4-mana or something. Sure, because we do that. It's a land. We don't care. This is going to enter the battlefield. We're going to pick on Crop Crasher. Because it has haste. That's right. You're at 8. And we have green mana open. That's right. Alright. I like the way we're sideboarded. I'm just going to run it back. No, so I didn't want to copy Hazard right there. Because I had so many cards in hand that I wouldn't have been able to actually swing with Hazard. But copying the On-Crop Crasher, which had haste, would have been exactly what we were looking for. So... Well, it's definitely doing something here, Jansen. Okay, so we don't have like an ideal start, but and not to take anything away from your deck building skills or anything like that, but we've always known that the Temur Energy Shell like can be aggressive even when it doesn't hit anything else. So I was actually going to mulligan this hand because we had like nothing else going on, but guys, that's it right there. Right, like Mono Red's not amazing, but Mono Red is what I like to call a hiccup deck. So I'll actually explain that really quick because I was about to mention it earlier and then I got into playing. So I'm going to take a moment and like not be distracted. And I'm going to explain my thoughts on Mono Red. So you know, any of you want to leave, you can do that now. But all of those of you that want to hear my thoughts on Mono Red, so it's my least favorite archetype. I can't stand it. I hate mono red. But I also know that it seems like standard is always at its best when mono red is high in the standings, and that's because you need to have to put that in the background as you're building all of your other decks. You have to put that aspect of, if my deck chokes, do I just simply die to mono red? And I call it the choke factor. I mean, so if your deck chokes, mono red doesn't let up. And that was kind of one of the things I was building, that little modern deck that I built. I was trying to build around. I was trying to build a choke deck. So if you, and I don't mean the card choke. We're not going to choke all your islands out, but which we might one day. We might. Anyway, if you have a deck that can actually choke other decks out, like to put them on, if your deck stumbles, you lose, because this is a pure aggro deck and it has so many ways to be pure aggro that it never stumbles. So it's kind of a check, and as long as that check is in the standard meta, then you are always going to be stream was almost as good as a taxi rerun. I didn't even like Danza. I know a lot of people were just all about him, but I actually liked his show he had about the you know, the 8 or whatever, the kids in his house or whatever. But anyway, so that's why red deck's always great. When red deck is in standard, you know, red deck actually puts the red deck puts a check on you, and if your deck chokes, then you lose, and you got to have that in the background when you're building your decks. So I definitely always think that, you know, standard is more powerful when there is a check deck in there that will check you to make sure that your deck doesn't choke. And then other than that, that kind of keeps standard honest. Unfortunately, you know, you have things that run a lot of you know, this stuff, and you know, you get a lot of this stuff and this stuff, and it works so well together that it doesn't really choke. So like when you have this backbone in your deck, the energy backbone, you have so many different ways to spend your energy or do something with your energy, that even if your deck hits one of those choke factors where you would normally hit it, that the deck doesn't care, it's still fine. So, you know, that's kind of one of those aspects that really make Temur Energy what it has become. So, you know, I do hate that aspect about, you know, where we're at in standard, but for the most part, I kind of like where we're at in standard. I do got a couple other things I want to hit you guys up with, because, you know, these are kind of part of the channel updates. I am going to strictly hold Modern to 1 day a week. I don't want to get away from the fact that I am a standard player, and I want to maintain standard content. So, you know, you guys that you guys that like Modern and things like that, I'm going to be running Modern on Wednesday for y'all, but for the rest of the time, we're going to stick to standard. And so far in Ixalan, I've yet to run out of decks. Between you guys throwing decks at me that I'm going to play, because, you know, I love playing your guys' decks. It's a lot of fun to be able to see new things. I want to say it was was it Lee's Kids deck that had the sideboard card in it that I'm going to be, you know, a little bit eyeball. I'm going to be eyeballing this card a lot when I'm building my green sideboards here in the future. It seems like it lines up really well with a lot of things in the meta. Glorybringer, the Angel. You know, a lot of other things. So this is another reason I just really like playing your guys' decks. So please keep putting those on Reddit. Also, you know, I really need autocorrect. Like, I can't type for nothing. That is our show for tonight, guys. Put your decks on Reddit so that you can get those up for next week. If your deck wasn't checked this week, I'm going to be running Ixalan, or I'm going to be running the decks from set to set. So if you post one at the beginning of Ixalan, it may actually make it by the end of Ixalan. If you post one at the beginning of Rivals of Ixalan, well, that'll be the start of a new group of decks. So make sure that your deck is current standard legal or current standard updated. That's probably a bad way to word that, but you guys know what I mean. So you guys know what's going on. We'll see you next Sunday. I'll probably see all of you guys long before next Sunday, but for subscriber decks, we'll see you on Sunday. I will be streaming probably all week this week, and I hope you guys wake up to a Merry Christmas in the morning. And I've got a deck tech coming out for you guys. It's a deck I have yet to show. Yeah, it's been shown by other people, and there's a bunch of versions of it out there, but I'm going to show you my version of it. It is Naya, and we'll say it's got Regisaur Alpha in it, and then we'll kind of go from there. But that's my show for tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. We'll catch you next time here on the Sideboard.